Alrighty then, the events of Gundam Seer was going to be happening for the next few parts. Essentially, while we're up against Zeon in space, all the events in the world of Gundam Seed are happening on Earth, as well as the opposite sides of space. Like, basically where we're in space, where we were fighting off against Hamon's forces, the Battle of Orb was happening. And then we go back to Earth afterwards, the final fight of Seed happens. It gets rather weird, honestly. But, you know, that's just them. Anyways, as usual, Zaft attacking Orb with Blue Cosmos doing something, which is where, in this situation, what's it called? The druggies or extendeds, whatever you want to call them, appear as well. With the Archangel being here, though, you know, bad things are always gonna happen. I did like the fact that, you know, we at least got Kigali in this stage, but that's just about it. Essentially, my stupidity in here was not activating the seed mode in the first turn. That was my part of stupidity. But luckily, the stage isn't that hard since you already know Kira's a main protagonist, so he instantly gets that special mode command. This was me checking the stats. She was decent though, like Kigali even has seed mode and a support with Athrun and Kira, which is pretty surprising since I didn't expect that. Well, I didn't expect it to be so good, you know, because she dumps Athrun and stuff. But yeah, the main tactic with any of these seed stages is always make sure that Kira has enough SP to spam that high mat attack. Here's where Diarca has his whole little thing where he defects and, you know, joins the Archangel for a bit. Ironically, Moralia dumped him, which I thought was funny. Yeah, remember, whenever you end a turn and start a new turn in this game, remember that you instantly get back 15 SP, which you're gonna need for seed mode. Yeah, my placements were stupid. I question how I passed through this. I'm basically making it all, you know, the usual all unit group. It's just touchscreen controls are annoying. Yeah, that should have been enough SP, and then I was having trouble with the spare commands here. Thinking. But I was stupid, so I didn't think ahead too much. Yeah, I really didn't think ahead, because I put the freedom first. With them coming in, all I really needed to do was just spam the Freedom's high mat attack and kill them all. That is literally the easiest thing to do with these guys. Since they'll all be, like the rest of the playthrough, they'll all be done within one turn or so. The downside of this game though is you cannot skip battle scenes. And even after you beat the game, you get the option to quicken dialogue, but that's just about it. Yeah, during the Battle of Orb, it's of course Zast's forces with Diarca, just being Diarca and betraying his own side again, like always. And then I realized my own stupidity here and finally activate Seed mode. As you can tell by the high amount of SP, the plan worked well. With Kagali's Strike Rouge, it has a different sword. Sword. It has a different beam saber animation, which I thought was interesting. Then just trying to activate that high mat attack, or whatever they call it. My problem with Seed though was that it tried, rather than be its own alternate story, it tried too hard to emulate the original. That's in my opinion. Complete with dead love interest in the end. In other words, flayed Lala, except Kira at least gets Blackish, while Amuro doesn't really get anything at the end. And those guys are finished. Yeah, it's basically the easiest way you can clear any stage that has Kira in it. You gotta be sure to spam his map attack and refuel him every turn. Unfortunately with this game, for some reason, you can't store your units inside the mothership. The mothership is its own thing, and as you may have noticed throughout the series, you can only use it to refresh them a bit. Yeah, this is easily this part in a nutshell. After we clear these guys, we'll see the rest of what's happening. So right now, yeah, this is where Athrun finally makes his own choice. Which is of course to help out his little buddy. Because best friends forever. That's after we wipe out these guys. What I should have done honestly was, rather than restore it right here, I should have just ended the turn, since I would have still had enough energy for the attacks. For some reason I didn't think ahead like that. Luckily the enemies were all stupid and actually did that. So I had to at least block their range a bit from attacking the archangel. Yeah, they all just about died right there and then. Which was pretty surprising since I didn't expect them to. But yeah, you set with that same exact setup and you're good to go basically. This is the way it works, is you always have to have someone with a special attack, then the other three damage them and you're good. I did love on how Kira had that little new type thing. Because don't forget, in some games they classify Mullah Flaga as a new type, so you can use bit weaponry. Like how he's able to use the new Gundam in G Generation Advance. And now they're all dead. All of them. Dead. Yeah, for some reason, rather than attack the Astra units that survive, they all aimed for the main four. But it does make sense since the AI is programmed to make it game over in a sense. So eliminating Kira or any of these guys right here will equal a game over. It's essentially prioritizing screwing you over trying to survive. It's like with Super Raw Wars K and Dan of Thursday, where even though Dan of Thursday is the best unit in the game, for some reason all the units will attack Dan and die. And then the usual Beam Saber barrage. A little different animation with the Beam Saber for her. I think that's cute, honestly, for this track Rouge. You guys realize without that spear command, the Arca sucks. Yeah, this is how we end the chapter basically, with constant killing. Even if one missed, it's still dead. And then lather, rinse, repeat, just about. Yeah, I overdid it with the SP. And then one more. And now, wow, we got the first hit. That's funny. But now after this, the whole event that shows the druggies, the extended, so whatever we call them now, appears, as well as Athrun joining us. Personally, I will read one thing. The extendeds of the original series were much better than the ones from the Sea Destiny, Stella, Sting, and Owl. Main reason is because they were, even though they needed drugs, like lots of drugs, these guys could actually fight and do stuff. Like, how should I explain it? They were competent. Also, they gave Kira some trouble for a bit, but you know, that didn't last long. They also had nice designs, even though with Hisashi Hirai's character designs, they're literally all just, it's like 3 face templates with any form of hair. But anyways, basically the extended plan was to, you know, destroy the Archangel. Well, they heavily damaged the Archangel instead. So yeah. And then before the final hit could be hit, where does he come from? Over there. And afterwards, they attack him, unfortunately, because, you know, it's the enemy's turn still. And Athrun kind of sucks right now, because he's coming into the battle all fresh and stuff with barely any SP or anything. So honestly, the best tactic was to evade. I'll respect that. I did love those designs though, which is why I was happy that they appear, well, their successors and stuff appear in the Seed Astray series. But it does make me wonder, like, remember in New Generation DS, which I'm going to play through the channel in the future, Zero Murasame actually couldn't convince them to join you, rather than Hito outright kill them. So at least unlike the other extendeds from DC Destiny, all three are in a sense capable of being played, rather than just only one, which in that case would have been Stella. And it's time to wipe them out. Since they're just grunts, and I have like the max of SP. Alright, so now we got the plans ready, so I just gotta, what's it called, set up the spirit commands and stuff. Yeah, I overdid it, and I was dumb. So the better tactic would have been to activate their first spirit commands earlier. Because never forget, the field spirit commands last the entire turn. Now we don't need to restore HP with Kogali. Yeah, we're going for overkill this time. Bosses or not, Jesus Yamato wins. And then we use the powered up attack and they're dead, which will essentially just end the Battle of Orb. And thus they escape. One thing that interests me is you can lower their morale like that. I didn't know that. They're also one of the few characters in the game to have more than one portrait. Oh yeah, and don't forget that they had to shoehorn Seed Destiny into this. They essentially shoehorned and started up Seed Destiny's plot in this as well because, you know, the whole Shin's family is dead right here at the Battle of Orb. So they had, you know, literally shoehorned that in. Ironically, he kills that orb officer later on in Sea Destiny. And then we're surrounded. Ironically, in-game, we can technically take all those out. Like, literally easily since we have 4 units. But it's not gonna let us, so we're gonna have to escape. Luckily, Izumi literally lets them escape, but he self-destructs Orb's factory, essentially making Orb kinda useless until the end of the war. Kigali manages to escape though, so they're good. It does make you wonder though, like, I know Orb wouldn't have been a part of the Earth Federation or any of that stuff if he had survived this. And that's it for that mission. We got the ashtray and the level up part of 4. But yeah, a little bit more parts and then this is over. Thank you all for watching. Till next time, goodbye.